Alright, this is lesson 1 for functions and relations. We're just looking at different notations, so set notation and interval notation, or sets of numbers. You've probably seen a lot of these before, but we'll just quickly go through them. So if we've got AND here, which is this kind of upside down U, meaning that if we have something in one set and another set, this is OR, so something that is in one set or another set. We've got lots of stuff here. You'll see element a lot, or not an element, should be like that. Quite a bit there. Set difference is also quite useful. So in this case here, this would be saying elements in A but not in B. So if we were using our values for A and B in question 1 over here, if we said what's in A and B, that would be 3 and 7. We can do those little squiggly bracket things. And question B is A or B, so what is in A or B, which is pretty much everything, so 1 to 7 by the look of it. Didn't leave much room there. C, what is in A that is not in B? So 1 is in A but not in B, 2, and that's it, so 1 and 2. What's in B that's not in A? I think that's 4, 5, 6 by the look of it. So with interval and set notation, if we're using an open circle, it means that we're using also curved brackets, means the same thing, or less than or greater than signs. There's no equal to, so it's not including that value. So if we're looking here at -2, it's up to -2 but not including it. Whereas a solid circle, we use square brackets or greater than or less than or equal to signs, which is what we have here. So 1 would be included in this set. So if we had to write question 2 here in interval notation, we would write it as curved bracket -2 to 1 with a square bracket, meaning that we're including 1 but not including -2. It's up to -2 but not including it. Same thing if we wrote it in set notation, -2 to 1 inclusive because of our equal to sign there. If we wanted to draw this question 3 at -2, it is a solid circle as we are including -2, and an open circle at 4 as we are approaching 4 but not reaching 4 exactly, not including the value of 4, obviously very close to it. We could of course write that in set notation like this. So it's meaning the same thing, -2 there you go. Let's change some of these to interval notation. So this we just write as, my pen's not working very well, -5 and 9 with square brackets. This one, I forgot to mention these up here. So real numbers are, all real numbers is represented by a capital R. All positive real numbers is this one here, R plus, and all negative real numbers is R negative. So what they mean is this one is less than 0. This is basically greater than 0. And you'll see that in the next lesson, how to kind of use those with relation, domain, and range. But let's keep going here. We can use it even in this point, kind of, with infinity signs. So we're saying x is x is less than 1. So we'd write that as -infinity, 1 with a curved bracket. Negative infinity, well, that's a bit of a weird concept. Think of it as negative the direction, and infinity is going forever. So we're going in the negative direction forever. Question C here is all real numbers. We could write that as well as -infinity to infinity. There you go. And here we go, we're saying question D, all positive real numbers or 0. So if we're doing that, we could say that is 0 to positive infinity. That'd be the way to write it as interval notation. Took me ages to write these up, so I didn't think I would draw them at the same time, but have a look at these in the textbook. It's question 9. If you look at A, we're saying between -3 and 2 or 4 and 8. Gets a bit confusing with question E here, where we're going from 2 to negative infinity. You probably could write that in a neater form, but there you go. And D, obviously, is over on the right there. So just have a look at those. If they're not making sense, check answers when you're trying to sketch these things. There won't be questions like this on tests specifically, certainly not at year 12 level. It's just a sense of how to do set notation compared to interval notation and how they're similar and different. That's it. Good luck.